Hello, John Bloodworth, Gentleman Crafter here again with the 9th in the card layout series. Again, another simple one here, but I thought it's great to have in the collection because sometimes simple is best. Starting with a black card and some oriental papers, I will chop down the background first. With montage papers, you can obviously chop them down in any which way that gives you the best result for your card front. Now the measurements will be given on the card sketch layout that you can get from my blog, gentlemancrafter.com. Initially though, I'm just going to use some gold pigment ink to do some very gentle blending and get a very dusty, aged look to the edge. There's not a lot of ink transfer with this particular ink, so I am using it or re-inking quite a lot and also blending a lot too, as that gives a much better vignette effect. And then I just randomly dab at the edges just to get a distressed feel to it as well. There we go. Okay, out with the Pinflair bookbinding glue, and then onto the card we will go. Next up, I'm cropping down some of this gold pearlescent cardstock, which I got from Paper Mill Direct, and also this panel from another sheet in the Oriental paper selection. And they're nice big designs, so I can use whole sections and it become a focal point of the card. Again, just a tiny little bit of dabbing at the edges here. I did think about blending, but I thought actually this will work much better if I just give it a more intense edge. You can see how quickly you can build up cards with these card sketch layouts, can't you? Literally 2/3 of the way there already with the layouts, just one strip to put on. And then you get the fun bit of titivating with embellishments. Again, just using a gridded ruler to draw a baseline onto which this will sit. Okay, that's my panel on. Now for some decoration. I'm just using this Hello die cut, or Hello Word die cut, to create the sentiment, and then we shall have a fiddle about, as they call it in the trade. Now I only had a mini plan for this card, and I was thinking it wasn't going to be too much challenge decorating such a small space, but I got sort of trapped in the whole do I, don't I, of adding foliage. And do you know what? Looking at it here from above, because I can't see this view while I'm working, I can only see, from my eyes to the card. I actually think I really should have just put a couple of gems on and left it at that with the sentiment. But obviously I had to do something. So I started trying out different dyes and thinking, will that work? Won't that work? Settled on this particular dye and started cutting it out from black cardstock. Now you might think that's weird to be putting black on black, but I had a theory that I would add some gold shading with that pigment ink to the leaf and hopefully make it look, let's just say the word interesting. Oh, apparently I had a sip of coffee at this point. I usually do that off camera and edit that out, but hey ho. I also cut from the black cardstock a shadow layer for the hello sentiment. So 2 leaves is good, but what's better than 2 leaves? 4. So I'm going to cut 2 more of those in a minute, but I'll just show you what I did with the ink. First of all, I used a very gentle blending brush, but that wasn't doing so much in terms of getting the ink on there. I mean, I got some and it looked okay, but I wanted more. So I started just dragging the ink pad across the die cut and then gently blending it with the brush. And that kind of worked a bit better. Yeah, look, that's going to work. We can make it work. We will make it work. What mantras do you chant as you're creating away? Pop them in the comments below this video. I'd love to know. Okay, there's 2. So I need to cut out 2 more and ink those as well. While I'm inviting your comments, by the way, is there any kind of size cards that you'd like to see layouts for in the future? I mean, I've got plenty of these 6x4 ones coming through, but do you need something for squares, for landscape orientations? Let me know in the comments and I'll see what I can do about adding some of these to the future videos. Oh look, somebody didn't put the die cuts through the machine properly, so it's not even going in. Thanks, helping hand. I missed a bit off one of the die cuts in that one, so I'm just putting it back through. Tiny bit more shading. Right. Let's put this together. Now, I was aiming for center to corner. There we go. Now for the sentiment. Do love this one. Can't remember where I got it though. I think it was Simon Says stamp. Hey, that works, doesn't it? defo needs some gems though, so I'm just using this gridded ruler again to mark some dots where I'm going to put some gems. You may have seen me use that the other week with a piercing tool. You can do that as well, just poking through the holes, and they're the bits where you're going to stick your gems. Now looks like a weird alien with bigger eyebrows and a moustache. Now, the Hello sentiment is going to be riding across various different layers and various different surfaces. So rather than risk it with the bookbinding glue, I thought I'd use 3D gel glue and just dab bits across the back of it so that they would all catch at the varying different levels. There is a reason for having more than one glue, sometimes. Okay, there we go. Got there in the end. Hope you liked it. And it just goes to show you can have the background panels done quickly and then spend your time decorating. That's it for this time. If you've enjoyed this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up. And if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments section below. And for more from me in the future, please remember to subscribe to this channel. Thanks for watching.